He plays Butch. And the rumor has it, he was born on a Monday. Give it up for the one and the only Mr. Drew Powell. All right. Welcome, Drew.
How y'all doing?
Were you actually born on a Monday?
Yeah. I didn't know that until the internet told me. I asked my mom. Hi. How you doing? How you doing? What's going on?
Next up, the most badass butler of all time. He plays Alfred. Give it up for Mr. Sean Pertwee.
Bob Deep.
And finally, this young man was actually born on February 19th and shares a birthday with Batman. He's our Bruce Wayne. Give it up for Mr. David Mazoo.
Maggie asked me to hold her phone. That's a very dangerous thing to do, because now I'm taking videos.
I regret this choice.
Yeah. Who's the beautifulest? I'm the beautifulest. Sorry, what were you saying?
All right, guys, remember we have microphones. Please line up to ask your questions. We love to hear from you. You don't want to hear from us. But first of all, season 4, how many of you are excited about that? And a new night this year. You guys are going to be
Best season of Gotham yet.
Thursday.
Thursday nights, yeah.
Thursday night. It's gonna kind of mess with my head a little bit.
Thursday nights at 9 are too brutal.
Too brutal?
Oh, I don't know. I think Monday
It's
night
I think it's at 8. Is it at 8?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's still at 8. So it's fine.
It's good.
It's fine. Screw Big Bang Theory. Zinging my butt. No, seriously, will you be zinging my butt? What does that even mean? Sorry, motion.
So, Maggie, I'm dying to know your perspective walking into this world. So, was it daunting, first of all, joining the cast, and then secondly, what do you think of this conventional world?
Yeah, the cast is terrifying, so daunting. No, they're a big happy family and they welcome me with open arms and I just love them.
She fit right in right away.
Thanks,
As
Drew.
we all sat around singing Boys to Men,
We do.
And-
We do a lot of singing.
80s covers. Got a great voice. Shh, don't tell me.
Thanks, Drew.
And what do you think about the convention experience thus far?
Oh, I love the cons. I love meeting the fans. Everybody's so sweet and yeah, it's honestly the best.
So quiet.
Yeah, and
let's
it's
Freaking me out. Somebody say something.
Everybody is tired. All right, looks like we've got
Hi.
some questions. We'll start with you.
My name is Elizabeth, and I was
hi,
wondering.
Elizabeth, I remember you. It's our 16th birthday.
Hey, happy birthday!
I was wondering how you guys think the Alice Tetch virus would affect Bruce Wayne.
That's a good question.
I think he'd get really pooey. No, I think he'd just be. The thing about Bruce is that he never was exposed to the virus. Nobody on the stage was. I just realized.
That's right.
No, we
None
were
of us
all
had the
safe.
virus.
I think if you were exposed, Alfred would protect you.
I think I'm just
Yeah,
generally angry the whole time anyway. So,
Yeah.
you know what I mean?
No, because what we saw when Bruce was going through his transformation in Tibet or snowy mountains, wherever, one of the major themes of one of the episodes was that he has this rage locked inside of him that he needs to figure out how to control, and I think the virus would unleash that rage and intensify it.
Maybe Bruce 2 is kind of like what you would have been like on the
Bruce 2
virus.
is just a creepy dude that's like emo.
Yeah, but hang on,
long hair.
David, he's actually you.
That's David.
Yeah, Bruce 2 is still running around in Gotham somewhere.
He is? Somebody better push him out a window.
Yeah, somebody made to push him out a window. Maybe he's dead. I don't know.
Happy birthday, darling. Good question.
Thank you.
I think we all have a little Bruce too in all of us, don't we? Hi there. What's your name? Where are you from?
I'm Madeline. I'm from Alabama. Okay. So my question is, if you guys could play any other character besides, the one you're playing.
Don't.
You have to.
No,
Oh my gosh.
no. We do not answer that question anymore. But the good news is you get to ask another one.
No,
It's so weird, I've never been asked that
in
question.
answer to the question, everyone plays their character roles so perfectly, from Robin to Corey to everybody else. I can't imagine anyone else playing that role, so they've taken it to such a level, there would be no point.
That is true.
See, we love each
I
other
wanna
too
play
much.
Martha
to answer
Wayne.
that question. Martha Wayne?
You would be a great Martha,
I
actually.
want to play Martha Wayne.
I want to see you in a nice
Thank
pair
you
of
for your
pumps.
question, though.
Thank you.
I'm sorry, I didn't mean to give you a hard time. That's the question we get asked the most. We never know how to answer it.
Run this way.
Over here. We'll take it over here.
Hi, my name is Jennifer. You know me, right?
Hi, Jennifer.
up, Jennifer?
I remember Jennifer too. Hey.
It's her 16th birthday.
So, if you can have whatever power you want, what will it be?
Mine would be time travel. I was asked this yesterday, actually, wasn't I? By you, actually. It would be time travel. I think that'd be kind of cool. Also, my dad was a Time Lord, so.
I'd want to be Sean.
Yeah. Superb choice.
I was also asked this yesterday by Dave.
She's cherry picking your questions, bro.
Yeah, it's a great question though. I love this question. I love fantasizing about this stuff. I would love to do mind manipulation because it could get you out of any problem. I don't know who was here listening to me over there.
So you want my perfume then?
Yes, exactly.
Yeah.
Can I buy some of that?
We'll talk later.
I want teleportation, man.
Oh yeah, same. I was gonna say flying, but actually I agree with you.
Maybe
Yeah.
you could do both. You can teleport as you fly, and that's how you get. Is that no?
Like supercharged fly, like really
Yeah,
extra
super
fast.
that
like turbo flying.
supersonic flying teleportation.
Can I
think,
borrow-
I think we're onto something.
Yeah, you're full of great ideas.
I've actually got a question right over here.
Hello.
what's up, man?
Doing good. David, every time Bruce and Selena get together, Selena sort of pushes him away a little bit more. Does Bruce still want to be with Selena, or what's going on?
That's a
It's
tricky.
too bad she's not here to answer that because she's the one that would know. I think she has all the control in this situation.
Yeah.
Right, Bruce?
You have great chemistry.
Thank you. It's a tricky relationship. Bruce and Selena are in many ways toxic for each other and in many ways can never ever be together, but at the same time have this inexplicable chemistry with each other that is frankly undeniable. And I think that they've gone through a lot. The last time we saw Bruce and Selena together, it was actually the opposite. Bruce was pushing Selena away because he was fed up with all the times that she didn't give a crap about him. And now Alfred was in the hospital and he was dealing with a lot. And he couldn't deal with Selena coming up and pretending like she cared when he knew that she wasn't there when Alfred needed her to find Bruce, and Alfred had that conversation with her, and so they've gone through a lot. I wouldn't necessarily say that it's always Selena pushing Bruce away. I think it's both. I think they both, and going into season 4, that's going to continue. I think their relationship as we know it will crumble, but I don't want to say too much about this. But Selena will be making a leap into Proto-Catwoman and in her evolution. And Bruce, obviously, as we saw at the end of season 3, will be making massive leaps into his evolution as Proto-Batman. And maybe Proto-Batman and Proto-Catwoman might have a relationship.
I thought you were gonna say proto babies, and I was like, oh, why? You do what you gotta do. Sorry, it's late. David, I was thinking about you. Last month, the news came out that in the comics, Batman and Catwoman are getting married. So what was your reaction to that? You found that?
I just found out.
So what's your reaction?
What's his reaction?
What am I doing now?
You're gonna marry Catwoman, David, so you gotta get prepared.
All right.
How do you feel about that?
I feel
Are
great.
you like into whips and stuff?
Make little bat cat babies.
Is that in Rebirth?
Yeah, last month they just announced it, yeah.
I'm behind on Rebirth. Cause I don't like to do like the little pamphlets and like I like when they come out in the collectors, the big books. So I'm waiting for that. So thanks for spoiling that. Appreciate that.
I was giving you a heads up, man. I'm just trying to prepare
It's
you.
very, very kind of you, Dave.
All right, my bad. That's my proto bad.
But yeah, if you're asking what my reaction was, it was exactly that. Since I just found out now.
Hi there.
Hey, my name is Serena, and this question is David. What did you like playing in better, Touch or Gotham Ring?
Yeah, better answer this one right.
Given that I'm on stage with them, Gotham, yeah.
Good answer.
Gotham.
Take that, Kiefer.
Over here. What's your name? Where you from?
My name is Emmeline, and I'm from Kentucky. I actually have 2 questions, and I was going to ask if when you all grow up, would you like to come back and do a Batman movie?
Let me think about that. Absolutely.
Yep.
So, yeah, you know, the thing is, what I'm always so proud about our show is, I mean, it is operatic in its scale. And I think, you know, one of the first negative criticism we had of the first season was that it was 20 minutes short of being a movie. So if that's negative, you know, I don't know what is negative. You know what I mean? It is operatic in its scale, but I would more than anything love to be involved in the filmic version. I especially like what they did with the end of the season this season when they ran the 2 shows together. It was like watching a movie. It was great. It's kind of cool. So I hope they do that again, actually.
My second question is kind of random, but if the zombie apocalypse ever happened, what would be your weapon of choice?
I would need one, yeah.
A hand cannon. So you know, we never did it, and who knows if we'll ever get the chance. But I don't know why we didn't have as an appendage to Butch's hand is the cannon, like buckshot cannon that came right out of his arm. Like, what was that video game? Metroid? Yeah, there's some old people like me.
Thank you.
You.
David? What you got? You got something?
No, I have nothing good, so I'm not going to say anything. Next question, please.
So I was wondering if little mister here could get high fives from all of you because he loves high fives.
Oh, I love high fives. Get up here, little fella. Get up here, little fella. He really does love high fives. Big one, big one, big one, big one, big one. Oh! What's his name? Jasper? Jasper. Give it up for Jasper, everybody. This is gonna come back to him as like a strange dream 10 years from now. It's like, I remember there was lights, like scary dudes.
That was the cutest thing. He just had his hand sticking out.
Over here.
Alright, so my name is Preston, I'm from Little Rock, and I was wondering, in the new season, are we going to see any more of like, well, you being like proto-Batman, and how will that affect the relationship between Alfred, since he's like a father figure to you, and he doesn't know where you're going at night?
We're actually moving on, thank God, from the butting heads. I mean, I've got a son called Alfred, actually, and it's that thing of, all you can really hope with a young person is that you can communicate with them, really, you know, and you have to find a medium to do that. Ours happens to be the propensity of violence, which is kind of interesting, but we've gone past that stage, and Alfred has had to accept the man that he is, that Bruce is becoming, you know. And the great joy of working with someone as phenomenally talented as David is that watching this young man grow up anyway, it's no acting required. I'm watching him grow and develop into the man that he is. He's a wonderful sort of soul. He's becoming that character in front of my eyes. You have to let them go, otherwise you'll lose them. And I think that's applicable to any parent out there. I think it's the same with me and my son. So you have to let him fly.
We were talking about that the other day, how we all met David when he just turned 13, right? You just turned 13. And now you're 16 and a half? So, I mean, all of you people that are older than 16, imagine when you were 13 to 16, living that part of your life out on a national, on a global scale. I know, that's what I'm saying. Like, he's so classy. I would have been such a mess.
He's 16 going on 60. You're an old soul, David.
You are, yeah.
You're more mature than I am, for sure.
Both he and Cameron, it's been so much fun to watch them grow up and like have a front row seat. I'm the older brother. We're all the older brothers and sisters that you didn't want to know.
You actually look on I found a picture from the first the pilot shoot that we did. It was actually a costume test for the pilot, and I took a picture of him and Cameron and Erin, and just have a look on the Instagram thing, a picture of how much this young man's grown. It's kind of extraordinary. He's like a munchkin.
Little fella.
Hang on, I'm gonna get fired now.
And how is that for you, David? As in, you're surrounded by all of these people who are like brothers and sisters and uncles and.
It's different. I mean, it's definitely, and I really know that it's a very, very different childhood than most people get to have. And I say get to have because I think it's better than a normal childhood, and I'm loving every second of it. And it really is the best of both worlds because I do go back home to LA, and whenever I'm there, I am a normal kid, and then I come back to New York and I get to live this life, and I love it. I couldn't love it anymore. These guys are awful, but I have to deal with it.
And his college is paid for by all the money we put in a swear jar. So, it's really hard. It's hard.
That didn't last long though, did it?
I think he gave up after
like
a
an
while.
episode. Now we're like,
can I just write you a check?
Hi.
Hi, Batman.
Yeah, boy.
So, okay, favorite scene and favorite other villain. That isn't you.
My favorite scene is, there's a lot. I really like the scene with Saviano by the dock in season 2.
That was a great scene.
I really enjoyed that. That felt like the most Goodfellas scene we've ever done. This random talking about meats, and then I shoot him in the face. And then the other scenes that come to mind are the rooftop at the end of season 1, and then, of course, Azrael turning into the hamburger with the Butch Suka.
That was actually hilarious, actually.
Yeah, I loved it. My favorite part of that whole scene was at the end. It's like, come on, Butch. And I'm like, good night, fellas. And then Alfred just does that, like, bye.
I don't remember what episode it was, but it made me cry. And we were watching it together at Corey's friend's house, Billy's house, yeah. When you two had your moment when you were talking to him. Do you know what I'm talking about? That episode?
Remember which one? What season?
And you're telling him about becoming a man.
Oh right, yeah, I don't remember.
No.
We have a few of those, yeah.
I wish I could remember, but that was my favorite.
I've had a few. I mean, I love the physical stuff. I love doing that. I really enjoy doing that. I love the fights. But David and I have been lucky enough to have some of. Oh, I know the scene you mean. It was when you decided not to kill.
Yeah.
Which was the germination of the idea of Batman becoming the man that we know, the Don's the cowl. And he says, I will not kill. I say it again. He goes, I will not kill. That was one of my favorite scenes.
Yeah, it was touching.
I love the stuff that we did we got to play with at the end when I'm trying to bring him back. And I think that for anyone to love someone so much that they're willing to sacrifice themselves is pretty amazing stuff. And at first I thought it was trite on the page, and I thought it worked quite well. So I was very pleased with that worked out.
This is a tough decision, but I think, I think my favorite scene was the last one of the season, when Bruce becomes a vigilante, becomes a mass vigilante in Gotham. He vows, he has this speech from Alfred. He says, "Alfred, I don't know who I am. I'm lost in this crazy world. What do I do?" And Alfred says, "You have to find something you love, something that you're willing to protect, something that you're willing to die for to protect, and do that." And Bruce sees that Gotham is currently in a state of shambles, and it needs a protector. And Bruce says, "I'm going to be that person." And that decision was something that it's the biggest step into Batmanhood that we've ever taken on the show. And I think, and it doesn't stop. It accelerates tenfold every episode in season 4. And I can't wait for you guys to see it, but I think that's my favorite scene.
Yeah.
One thing about season 3 was it just seemed like it was a lot about relationship turmoil in that season. Like everybody, all of your personal relationships were just in chaos. I mean, that's got to be hard because you guys are so close. And then when you have to do these emotional fight scenes, I mean, how do you prepare for that, you know, to get yourself ready?
I think it's easier when we're close. When I was talking to Corey about this actually at our season 4 photo shoot, and he was, because I had a friend in town and he was asking him about having to have those fighting scenes with Robin, who plays the Penguin, and he was saying it was really easy because him and Robin are so close because they're best friends in real life, playing those scenes because they're comfortable with each other. It was easy to do, and I feel the same way because I'm so close with Sean in real life. When we have fighting scenes, and whether that's physically fighting or that's emotionally fighting, and you're going to see a lot of that in season 4. It's because we're so comfortable around each other. I don't think it's going to be hard at all.
It's also because it's like, again, it's that question of no acting. When you love someone, you care about someone, and you're saying something that's well written, and you know the characters so well. It's an emotion. It taps straight into your emotion anyway. So I think it sort of it's easier to draw from.
Maggie, for you, you know, with being Poison Ivy, you're basically a 12-year-old girl trapped in a grown woman. And how, for you, I mean, how difficult is that? Because and that's the one thing that I love about the character and how you